Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams to all the assembled devotees. Welcome to the Srimad Bhagavatam class. Today we are discussing Canto 1, Chapter 15, Shloka 34. So I will thank all the Japalis on behalf of our circle leader. Then we'll start with the prayer. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nitya Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So, before I start, I would like to seek all your blessings and prayers. And thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity. Whatever I'm doing, all this just for my purification. So kindly pray for me so that I can be a part of our parampara and I can serve Guru and Gauranga always. So as I mentioned, today we are discussing chapter 15, Shloka 34. Let us recite, then we'll discuss the few points, whatever I heard from the senior Vaishnavas. Hope my voice is audible. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, thank you so much for your confirmation. Shloka 34. Yaya hadar bhuvo bharam, yaya hadar bhuvo bharam, tamtanam vijaha vajaha, kantakam kantakeneva, dvayam chapishittu samam, dvayam chapishitum samam. Yaya hadar bhuvo bharam, tamtanu vijaya vajaha, kantakam kantakeneva, Dvayam chapishitu samam. Anuvada and Bhavartha, translation and meaning by His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So, since there is a shortage of time, I'm not going to read the purport, but I'll tell you definitely the essence of the purport. So, synonyms. Yaya, that by which, aharat, took away, bhuvaha, of the word, bharam, burden, tam, that, tanum, body, vijahu, relinquished, aja, the unborn, kantakam, torn, kantakena, by the torn, iva, like that, dvayam, both, cha, also, api, although, Ishitu, controlling, samam, equal. Translation: the Supreme Unborn Lord Sri Krishna caused the member of the Yadu dynasty to relinquish their bodies, and thus he relieved the burden of the world. This action was like picking out a thorn with a thorn. Through both are the same to the controller. Though both are same to the controller. I'll just say the translation in Kannada because there are so many Kannada devotees are there. Anuvada by His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. ಯದುವಂಶದವರೆಲ್ಲ ತಮ್ಮ ದೇಹಗಳನ್ನ ತ್ಯಜಿಸುವಂತೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಪರಮ ಜನ ಸಹಿತನಾದ ಪರಮ ಪ್ರಭು ಶ್ರೀ ಕೃಷ್ಣನು ಭೂಭಾರವನ್ನ ಇಳಿಸಿದನು. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಮುಳ್ಳನ್ನ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮುಳ್ಳಿನಿಂದ ತೆಗೆದ ಹಾಗೆ. ನಿಯಂತ್ರಿಕನಿಗೆ ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಸಮ. It's really very interesting. What is this, torn with a torn? So through both are same to the controller. So let us understand. So before understanding this, let us glance what here Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur suggests the rishis, those who are assembled in the Naimisharanya. So there are rishis, like, the Bhagavatam is all about Sutta Muni is talking about the pastimes of the Lord to the Parikshit Maharaj when he started inquiring, right? So when it was discussed in the forest, Naimisharanya, all munis were like surprised. What is this? You know, how all the Yadus, like, you know, they were kind of lamenting. All the Yadu dynasty, which is created by Krishna, then they no more. They all have, you know, end up their life. You know, they were literally lamenting. Actually, what happens when they are lamenting? Then the Shaunika Muni gives an clarity that it is not just they are left the body due to some intoxicated, because they got intoxicated, right? So they all are Edumamsa, means they were Krishna's descendant. Just like when the king comes, he come with his associates, right? So when Krishna appears, he has to uh, you know, marry so many wives and lot of children, right? Neighbors. So all these are demigods because they come from a different planets to help Krishna. So as we know, Prabhupada says in his most of the lecture, even yesterday when I heard one of the lecture, Prabhupada was telling Krishna has two business. We all know what is those. What is the two business? One is Pavitranaya Sadhuna Vinashaya Cha Dushkrita. So he protects his devotees and he destroys his demons, destroy the Rakshasas, Asuras. But it is not said Vinashayaka Dushrita. Then Pavitranaya Sadhuna. No. Krishna said Pavitranaya Sadhuna first because the primary reason why he descended to this material world just to protect the devotee. The cause would be Vinashaya Dashkrita, but both are the servant of the Lord. The demons generally trouble the Lord Krishna, and the devotees always there to serve and help Krishna. Similar way, here all the demigods from different planets have come down as a um, Yadu dynasty, Yadumamsas. So here, even Prabhupada says in this lecture was Nityananda family. So we all are Rupanugas because we got an instruction from Rupa Goswami and he got an instruction from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And our Guru Tattva, our Tattva is stand with Nityananda Prabhu, right? So Nityananda Prabhu is a Guru Tattva. So we all are belongs to a Nityananda family. He has given us all the principles of being in the Krishna consciousness, right? The same way they have come to assist Krishna in this material world. Who are they? They are the demigods of different planets. Now in this material world, they are in the form of Yadukulas. Once their service is done as a will of Krishna, everything goes will of Krishna. When they have completed the will of Krishna, when they all completed their services, then it's a time to go back to their platform or their planet. So this is again a Bhagavan Sankalpa. It is not like they are just by, they had an, it is also said in this purport that they have intoxicated. See, obviously the devatas in their planet, they take somarasa. It is not a big deal for them. They're used to it. But here they had, intoxicated themselves and they started fighting with that madness. No, nothing like that. They won't get madness because they are used to it, as I said before. This is just one of the lila, so that the god is no more existing in this material world, they feel that they don't have any work to do, and this is just a reason that they want to go back to their position and take up the in charge of the particular services whatever they are serving. So let us come back to the main essence of this. Here is there are two things we need to understand. So what is our the manobhava? Generally, what should be our mood? Our mood could be we have to prepare ourselves to go back to Godhead, right? So we have also like how these Yadu ganas are there. The same way we have also come for some purpose, right? So we know why we have come here, right? So once see, this is a platform, this is a uh, support system, backup system Krishna has given us to go back to Godhead. So that should be our manobhava. So there are two things we need to understand. prakat and aprakat. And along with that, we'll understand what is the purpose of the devotee, why Krishna has to prepare, create devotees as well as non-devotees, or demons and devatas, right? Why? Even in spiritual world and in the material world, we find these two types of people, isn't it? Some of them likes Krishna, some of them don't like Krishna, or some of them forget Krishna, some of them always remember Krishna. So we will focus on two keywords. One is prakata and aprakata. So always the pure devotees think that, Krishna, okay, if we see the Lord appears, do a lot of services, lot of leela, then we say, oh, Krishna, the Lord is prakata, right? So aprakata means he's not there. See, generally, Prabhupada gives this example: sunrise and sunset. So only pure devotees can make it up, can understand the form of prakata and aprakata, because when the sun is rises, everybody can see. But when the sun set, people will think that, okay, sun is no more. But actually, he is appearing in a other part of the world, isn't it? But for devotee, he always thinks about Krishna. He always remember about Krishna. They always connected with Krishna. So, example, in a Purana, we can recall the Prahlad Maharaj pastime. Such a beautiful pastime. Who don't like it? So, Prahlad Maharaj, when his father asked, where is your Lord Hari and all, then he always say, he is here, he is there. Then he says, yes, he is here, he is there. He didn't of course, he has a confidence that, okay, when I say he is here, means he'll come. No, he was seeing everywhere, every bit and parcel of in the palace, where his father was asking, whereas he is here in this, the pillar, he's there in the spot. Every time, he's not just saying that he's there, just like with the confident. Not only with the confident, he was literally seeing the Lord on that particular place. Everywhere he can see, but only Hiranyakashipu couldn't see. So that is what the difference between a prakata and a prakata. So pure devotees always enjoys the presence of his Lord. Even our His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, even when he was admitted in the hospital, even he talks with the devotee, sorry, he talks with the doctors, surgeons, nurse, with everybody, he's trying to connect with Krishna. So that's a beautiful of pure devotee. So even Lord Krishna, so even one doctor has come with a T-shirt of Gap. Even see, he connected that Gap is Govindam Adipurusham. So there are a lot of pastimes, and pure devotees not there in the history or in Puranas. Pure devotees are still with us, among us. That is all like senior Vaishnavas and all our Guru Maharaj, Guru Vrindas in our ISKCON. So that is why it is very important to take their association. When they come to any nearby temple, our congregation, they should not miss the association of that, because our sadhana may not be, one of the lecture I heard, our sadhana is so little, and which is almost with lot of impurities and anarthas, it may not help us to take a advancement in a very short period, because we are living in very short breath, isn't it? So, the lifespan of these living entities are very less, but that is how we can take an advantage of getting advancement very faster, as we connect with the devotees, as we associate with the senior devotees and pure devotees. That helps to become purified. Next, there is another other point, that this related to this prakata and aprakata. We also taught by our senior Vaishnavas, saying that wherever you are, convert that place as a Vrindavana, isn't it? Everybody cannot reside in Vrindavana. So it says that our conscious matters, our chetana matters. It's so important, because we have to always be in the mood of, we are staying in Vrindavana and we all are Brajavasis. So that helps to purify ourselves. Even there are saying that even the people, those who are in Vrindavana, and if you're just thinking about their Vyavasayatmika, means thinking about their karma, it is just cost of cause, right? So it is all about the mood. It is all about the consciousness. So we should have that pure consciousness. For non-devotees, or the people, those who are ignoring the Lord, they are feel like, for them the Lord comes as a mrityu. That's what in the shloka we heard, that Pavitranaya sadhuna vinashaya cha dushkrita. For them, Lord appears as a mrityu. For the devotee, Lord will always prakata. I think one more analogy we can realize here is, have you seen the lion? Lion, when he catches his cub, his baby, the baby feel very soothed, very protected. That is the mood. That is the position of a devotee. Non-devotee, like when the lion or the tiger catch up the deer or which it's um, any animal for his satisfaction. That is how the non-devotees feel. Look at the difference, how the cub feel, the baby lion feels when the lion catch the baby cub in his mouth with the strong tears. Still, it is very happy, very comfortable, very protected. But think about the deer or any other animal caught by the lion. So that's a reason we have always in the mood. Our manobhava should be that this is a place we have to prepare to go back to Godhead. And second key term we need to understand is why that is not happening. That's very difficult for us, right? I don't know about others, but for me it is very difficult with staying in bhakti, because it's because we are all, I mean, most of us, the people, those who are there, see our eternal position. What is that? In Chaitanya Charitamrita it is said, ಜೀವೇರ ಸ್ವರೂಪ ಹೋಯ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣೇರ ನಿತ್ಯ ದಾಸ ಕೃಷ್ಣೇರ ತಟಸ್ಥ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಭೇದ ಅಭೇದ ಪ್ರಕಾಶ. So we all are the part and parcel of Krishna, but the small difference we have, that is we are in the mithya. Okay, this word is not real, right? In chapter 9 also in Bhagavad Gita it says we are living in a just reflection of the spiritual world. So we are living in virtual, it's not real. This bhautika prapancha is not real, it is virtual. So what is mithya? Actually, this material word, even 5 subject matter of Bhagavad Gita, prakriti, it is not a mithya. It is real, it's existing. But the thing, what actually mithya is that when we feel that this material world is made for our own sense enjoyment, that is actually mithya, not this word is mithya, right? So that should be our consciousness, thinking that when we feel that this word is made, all these things, made for our own enjoyment, then this is mithya. Prabhupada gives one example to understand that. See, for example, our hand. So this hand, when we want to serve others, like when they are in trouble or they ask our service, not that we voluntarily go and help, that's a very far case. So if they ask to help others, they seek some helping hand for us, we say, oh no, this is my time, this is my body, my time, my effort, my energy, why should I go and help them, right? This is our mode. Then similar way, it is applicable for us also. See, this hand, this body is given to Krishna. Why are we serving ourselves, serving our sense desires, senses? We are nowhere qualified. How we can't help others? A similar way, we can't help our own self. Why? Because this hand is made for Krishna. When that hand is qualified to help our own senses, when all these senses are engaged with devotional services. So this is what the mithya, that these all things is made up of our own enjoyment. Then when we start indulging with our own senses, our own enjoyment, then definitely that's a way, that's a gateway to hell, right? So we start forgetting Krishna and we forget the entire essence of being a human. So then one of the quote, it's very important, Prabhupada was mentioning that utilizing the sense, this statement is really, really important and very interesting also. Utilizing the sense of reality for the supreme reality. So when we understand, utilize the sense of reality for the supreme reality, then the life will be successful. But we are just working opposite of this. Okay. So then there's a one Paribhasha Sutra which we realize from the Kunti's prayer, right? So here in the previous shlokas, we also understood that how Yudhishthira Maharaj is feeling separation from Krishna, a lot of ominous he was feeling, Abhushakanas he was feeling. After that, we heard that Kunti also experienced this separation from the Lord, right? So let us go back to what to say, separation. When we're talking about separation, what is separation? So separation, how we feel separation? Separation we feel when we have a lot of love on any particular thing, isn't it? Any particular person. So here Kunti is feeling separation, Yudhishthir Maharaj is feeling separation, all pure devotees are feeling separation. We are also in the same platform, like Kunti platform. But the thing is, mood is different. The position is same. We are separate from Krishna, but we are not feeling separation. Why only pure devotees are feeling separation? Why? Because they have seen Krishna face to face. They are associated with the Lord, right? Lord Krishna. They are associated with the Supreme Personality of Lord. Then they have taken a direct instruction from Lord Krishna, Supreme Personality. They're feeling separation. But what about us? Though we are also separate from Krishna, but the thing is, we are not directly associated with the Supreme Personality. But there are difference, in this Kali Yuga, Lord has appeared in the form of name, his paraphernalias, with his instructions, right? Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. So Lord is present. But the thing is, we don't have that gnana to understand that God is present everywhere with all his paraphernalias. So gnana is what? Gnana is like when we perceive um, from the matter, right? So matter is not an agnana. What we take away from that material is a gnana. So here we can't see God because he is adokshaja, means with our blended, what we say, senses. There's a one shloka, Atha Shri Krishna Namadi Na bhravet grahya indriyahi, means with this imperfect senses, with the blind senses, we can't see Krishna, but we can purify ourselves, right? So we can purify ourselves, then we can qualify to see Krishna, Lord Krishna. So this will start with the Jivva. There's another story from, other verse from Narada Bhakti Sutra. Sarvonmukhehi Jivvado Swayam Eva Satpuradaha. Means the process, the purification process start when we start controlling our Jivva. So even in Nectar of Instruction, there is a shloka, famous shloka. The first verse itself says that we have to control all our senses. That helps for purification. That purified person, that pure devotee can create a disciple all over the world, isn't it? So here, Sarvopadi Vinirmukta Takta Paratvena Nirmalam. So when we start purifying ourselves, that is a time where we can see the Lord, we can perceive the Lord as it is. So yeah. So if the thing is to purify ourselves, what we have to do, we have to change our perception. So when we see all these senses, when we see all these word is made for not for my own enjoyment. This is to serve Krishna. This is for Krishna's enjoyment. Then the purification start. So as I mentioned, here Kunti's position, and we also think, right? So Kunti and we are in the same. Lord Krishna now, with it is not with us. In the sense, Kunti and we are the same in the sense, I'm not comparing that we are the pure devotees like a Kunti Maharani. My point is that Lord Krishna is not with us. Even with the Kunti Maharani, that time he was not with us, and now Krishna is not with us, right? But they are feeling separation, but we are not feeling separation because we don't have any motivation or inspiration for actual pure devotional services. But all these pure devotees have lot of motivation and inspiration for devotional services. Once we get an intention or consciousness or motivation to serve the Lord with a pure devotional services, or when we engage ourselves to serve the pure devotees of the devotee, dasanu dasanu dasa, that is which is a passport that will re-establish our connection with the Lord, that help us to go back to Godhead. So here we'll come to the closing part of this shloka. It's very, very important. Why it is said that, 1 minute. Yeah. So he suggests all the rishis like Shaunakas and others who are hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from Sutta Goswami at Naimisharanya. So we are not happy to hear about the Yadus dying in the madness of intoxication to give them a relief from the mental agony. So Sutta Goswami assured them that the Lord caused the member of Yadu dynasty to relinquish their body, means to just change this body and they go back to their platform to work or to serve the Krishna. Yes, everyone will be sorry that how Krishna descendant could fight among us themselves and die like this. So here we need to understand. So ton to be removed from the ton. So here one example from, I mean, before we understand, we'll understand with one example. Like Ashwathama. When Ashwathama threw his Brahmastra, Krishna immediately said, instructed Arjuna, Arjuna, kindly even you start applying using your Brahmastra. Why? Because the ton has to remove from the other ton. So the Krishna said Arjuna to use the another Brahmastra. Even in our material world, we say, no, if you have more fat in the body, you try to take more fat content so that the fat will be nullified. Even the doctors also, when we go that, if we consume a lot of milk sweet, then the doctor says, okay, fine. So take a dahi so that your health issues will be solved. So when the doctor asks us to use, curd, that's how it gives, a solution for our problem. Similar way, so we try to become a curd. We try to become a curd in the sense here all the yadus, the yaduganas are in the form of curd. The devotees are in the form of curd. The other other demons, they are in the form of the oversweet or whatever we have eaten so much that causes the trouble. So here the demons were causes the trouble, but the devatas will come along with the Supreme Personality of a Godhead to help him so that his task will be completed. Okay. So here it is mentioned, 1 minute, I'll just read out this last part of this purport and we'll end up this. So it says that for the Supreme Lord, both Asuras and the demigods are equal because we all are the part and parcel. One and the other way we are serving the Lord, knowingly or unknowingly. But the demigods are obedient. What's the difference? The demigods are obedient and they serve the Lord. Whereas the Asuras, they are not. They just keep causing the trouble. So for example of picking out of thorn by the other thorn. See, these demons, Asuras creates a problem. Demigods will helping the Lord to take out that. But both are useful and both are attain the Lord's word. Both are benefited to the Lord. One thorn which causes pinpricks on the leg of the Lord is certainly disturbing the Lord, and other thorn which takes out the disturbing element. So certainly gives service to the Lord. Both of them, they are serving the Lord because we are the part and parcel of the Lord. So by this, I would like to end up. So today, by the blessings of Guru and Gauranga and all the Vaishnavas' mercy, we understood that what is the Prakata and Aprakata, how these two terms are perceived by the devotees and non-devotee, and what actually the Mithya is. And what is the mood of the pure devotee like Kunti Maharani and Yudhishthira? And though we are also separate from a Krishna, why we are not feeling that separation bhav, and how to overcome that? And we also understood that what is the purpose of all these yadugunas to appear and why have reincarnated after they serving the Lord. So here finally I would like to say that so Lord mission is always to protect the devotees and destroy the asuras. Whenever there is such a need in this world and to do good for both of them. So even asuras also it is good and devotees also, devatas also it is good because finally they engage in the service of the Krishna. So we also should always try to motivate it to engage ourselves in the devotional service, and that is the passport to go back to Godhead. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity and all your patience hearing. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हरे कृष्ण।